Good. All right. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren that's teaching His word in all sincerity and in truth. All right. Shalom to the scattered Israelites. All right, that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth that look like the other nations. Hey, but your spirit is knit with this gospel and with this truth. And you're continuously calling upon the names of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, in all truth and sincerity. Hey, you're more than likely of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Lord willing of the elect, man. All right, this is not a black-only thing. All right, because the Israelites have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, you know? And they're going to come looking like all the other nations, but their spirit and their spirit is knit with this truth and in this gospel, man. All right, if you're continuously calling upon the names of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and you're constantly watching these videos and these shows, then hey, man, who can we can't say anything about that, you know? Because this is not a black-only thing, all right? And I want to give a hearty shalom to all of the elect, 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there, shalom. I'm the brother Dama Al-Gabar, here with another live lesson like we do week in and week out, to come out here and to prophesy the gospel of the kingdom of heaven to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the biblical Israelites, okay? And hey, we come out here every week on the highways and the byways to chant down Babylon the Great, and ultimately to give you warning from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, okay? And Bah Hashem is in the name, Bah Hashem, yeah, is in the name, and the Rakah Kodash is the Holy Spirit, man, which is the main operator and field that runs this beautiful gospel and this beautiful ministry of the true prophets of the Most High, man. Like we do week in and week out, we come out here and we give you Jay's warning on top of warning on top of warning. And we're living at the time now to where, you know, the warnings can't get any louder. All right, these warnings can't get any more in your face, and these prophecies are literally jumping off the pages, man. Hey, and our salvation is even nearer than when we believe, in us being the prophets and the men of the Lord. Even we can see it's very close. We can see that Esau, Edom in this age and this world is coming to its end. And we can see all the final stages and the final few prophecies that are left that's going to basically usher in the return of Yahweh Shai. That's going to usher in this third world's war, which is going to usher in the hour of temptation, which is the forcing of the implantable microseed, man. And while the majority of our people are out here playing games, laughing, bullshitting, you know what I mean, scoffing and mocking at the prophets, at prophecies, got their head in the sand and not paying attention, all right? Their minds is focusing on getting ready for this summer, you know what I mean? And whatever else they got going on, they're not really paying attention to these last few major prophecies and the things that their enemies are literally going on national television and telling them in their face they're getting ready to do. You know, and right now the talk of the last few days have been, you know, Prince Charles, so-called Prince Charles, you know, and Trump going up to China, taking all of these modern-day Chaldeans, all of these so-called techno brats over there to China. And they wasn't going over there to China to talk about the Belt and Road Initiative and what they're going to do with Taiwan and making all these new deals and, you know, having this great relationship and partnership with China and opening up the Strait of Hormuz. No, Trump and those technocrats was going there and to inquire on how to bring in this new digital surveillance state, man. All right, to bring in this cashless society, man. To be able to get the final touches and the information on how to bring this that whole China, the model of China here to Babylon the Great America, man. And that's why you have Prince Charles just say pretty much. Oh, I got an article. Let me read the headline of it. See? Because while all you people, all you jakes are out here BSing and scoffing and talking shit, hey, the words of the prophets are coming to pass. And the Lord is putting the spirit on your enemies to bring forth the mark of the beast, man, which is going to ultimately is coming towards all of this digital ID, all of this digital biometrics. You know what I mean? It's getting ready to change the aspect of everyday life for all of us pretty soon, man. You know, but the difference is between us and y'all is that, hey, we got the prophetic lens and the spirit of prophecy to guide us through it, man. And we're trying to put you on game. We're trying to blow the trumpet and warn our people, but we know for the most part it's going to fall on deaf ears, man. And a lot of you jakes are going to find yourself in a world of trouble pretty soon. Because Esau, Edom, so-called white man that you love so much, that you think is so benevolent and so nice, and he's changed, is getting ready to bring this this new world order, man. He's getting ready to bring this cashless society on you people, man. Like I said, Prince Charles too. He just did that speech with all of his royal jewelry on. You got to look at that as a spiritual, with a spiritual eye. Hey, because just a couple weeks ago, Prince Charles was here in America when he went to go meet Trump. He didn't have he didn't have his crown and all those jewels and all those trinkets, you know, and his scepter in his lap, because what he did the other day was a show of his power, man. You know, but most people didn't pick up on that, man. He was sitting there with all of his royal crowns and his jewels and his scepter on as he made the statement of them getting ready to force biometrics on the people as a show of authority and power, man. You see, they ain't, because right now they ain't just talking anymore. These devils are getting ready to accelerate this N.W.O, and this is why Trump is over there in China right now with all of those techno nerds, man. With the Elon Musk, with the head of NVIDIA, the head of Palantir, all these other, all of these techno guys who have not been, you know, properly sworn in and voted and registered to be leaders of this country, was over there with Trump in China right now, man. What the hell do you think that signifies? But like I said, hey, the majority of these jakes out here, they're not paying attention. To them, that don't mean anything, because our people are a bunch of dullards and dunces, man, and they don't have a spiritual lens. And ultimately, you know, the majority of our people, they don't want to know what's really going on, man. They want to just keep their heads in the sand like a goddamn ostrich and be oblivious to what's coming down the pike, man. But hey, you keep your head in the sand, still not going to stop this devil from coming down with great wrath. It's not going to stop this devil from going forward with this new world order. It's not going to stop this devil from destroying this economy and this system as you know it, and to bring in what? A new world order, man. Because you already see the talks of what? This whole Hunter virus. Now they're talking about bringing more lockdowns. They just had Dr. Fauci of death pop his ugly ass out of the woodworks, telling you people you need to put masks back on and you need to do more social distancing again, man. You see? Like I said, you just had Trump literally come out and say, I don't really care about the economic woes and struggle of the American people, man. So that shows you that he ain't finna lower these gas prices anytime soon. They're not getting ready to fix this economy. They're not getting ready to fix the infrastructure. They're not finna invest any money in this America system as you know it, because all of the money, all of the attention, and all of the detail is being poured into this new world order, into this technocracy, to digital IDs, to cashless societies, man, to social credit scores, 15-minute cities, digital enslavement, man. And like I said, why the hell do you think Trump was over there in China? Because they're getting ready to put the final touches on this world as you know it and bring in this new world, man. And we've been blowing the trumpet and warning and prophesying, like Elder Malcolm would say, putting our lives and our freedom on the line now more so than ever, to give you the message and the warning of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But you still just walking on by. You still just minding your own business. You're just going on as if we ain't here. That's cool and all. But guess what? Hey, when the words of the prophets come to pass, and when you Jake's gonna be looking for answers, when you really gonna realize that this man is not your friend, all right? That your voting was in vain, that your marching was was useless, and this man is coming down with this great wrath. Don't come crying to us, man. All right? Hey, you just take over and take it from this damn devil from every angle. But anyways, this is the article I saw. It says, King Charles announces British government is rolling out Bill Gates' digital ID. And like I said, in the background, you got this old hag of a wife sitting next to him with her crown on his head. And he's sitting there in all of his royal apparel as he's sending this message out into the world, man. Out into, the British government. Because why? He's symbolizing authority, and he's just saying it with his kingly rulership and authority, man. And they're basically telling you, look, playtime is over. All right, this thing is coming whether you people want to accept it or not. They don't care. People are going to march. People are going to protest. People are not going to want this thing to happen. But guess what? It's not up to you people about what you want or what you don't want to happen. It's about what these elites are getting ready to implement, man. And it's getting ready to bring pure hell and pure oppression upon all of you people out there, man. And you're all going to have to eventually bow down to this new world order. And these devils are only giving you, all of us, pretty soon. Because this shit's going to come into America. These elites are setting the stage to where you're only going to have one or two choices. Either you're going to worship the image of the beast and eventually receive his mark in your right hand and your forehead, or you're going to be separated from society, man. And this is literally what they're coming out and telling telling you people over there in Great Britain. And this is what Trump is going over to China, ultimately to eventually come here to America and tell you the same goddamn thing, man. All right, and this system is already being implemented. It's already gradually being rolled out on a day-to-day basis. It just hasn't been fully forced down you people's throat yet. But it's already happening low-key. They're already tracking and monitoring everything that you're doing, man. This is why they got AI, these different grunks and AI, these different systems in place, so you people can constantly interact with it, so that they can basically get to know you better, so that that this AI can get better at tracking data, tracking your whereabouts, tracking your daily habits, man. Closely watching the videos that you watch, the videos that you like, that you don't dislike. They literally got AI in these phones and on these different platforms, watching your irises when you're watching and looking at particular images to see how you respond and how you react to it, man. And it's all building up this huge database and information on all you people here on the planet Earth, man. This is why all these data centers are coming up every goddamn where. I got an article in here showing you that basically these devils are creating data centers in every city, every town, and all over Babylon, man, and all over the world, because these devils are getting ready to come through with this new world order, man. So let's get this real quick. It says King Charles has announced the British government is moving ahead with the rollout of Bill Gates' digital ID and introducing digital ID cards in line with the Agenda 2030. And remember earlier this year, Keir Starmer, I think that's the basically like you know what he's the under the prince or whatever the hell his title is. He basically came out and said in the future, if you don't have your digital IDs up to par, you're not going to be able to work in the British government. You're not going to be able to work in Great Britain, man. So you see what they're doing. They're going to force this system on you people, whether you want to or not. And that's going to leave you with the option of either you're going to acquiesce, you're going to join it, or guess what? You're just going to be left out of society, man. You're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to board a train. You're not going to be able to get your welfare. You're not going to be able to work and get a paycheck. You're not going to be able to go into the grocery store and get food, get water. All right, if you tear your ACL, if you don't have your biometrics up to date, you're not going to be able to go and get medical attention, man. You're going to go and try to show up, and they're going to be like, well, we don't recognize who you are. You're not in our system. You better go and bow down to this biometric system and get your ass up to date. Otherwise, we can't help you, man. You see? And that's going to leave a lot of you people basically in a catch-22 situation, man. And a lot of you people, especially a lot of our people, you're going to bow down to the image of the beast. You're going to accept transhumanism. You're going to take those brain chip interfaces. You're going to take the mark of the beast, because ultimately you're going to want to eat. You're going to want to have some type of comfort. All right? And your comfort and your faith is definitely not in the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we know which route you jakes are going to take. Hey, and this devil is going to make you suffer first, man. You know, I was thinking about that on my way over here. Hey, when this devil starts pushing out this system, this beast system, and you got to get all your biometrics up to date. When he starts really phasing you people out who are not getting on board fast enough, it's not going to be just as easy as just going to the DMV line and getting in line and then boom, bam, you're going to be up in the system. No, I believe, this is me speaking as a man, that he's going to make you suffer. He's going to make it be a long, stressful process before you can get fully acclimated into this system, just so that he can make you suffer, just so that he can make you more desperate, just so that he can make you you know, more and more willing to take this thing, man. So hey, man, hey, and that time is now. This time is at hand, man, and it's only accelerating. Anyways, it says the monarch laid out the Labour government's plan amid a backdrop of political chaos, while Prime Minister, that's what he is, Keir Starmer attempts to hold on to his position following disastrous local, that's all bullshit. It says, during the state opening of Parliament speech on May 13th, the monarch told Parliament, my ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. You see? You see? This is how you're going to interact basically with public and private services. Like I said, if you want a driver's license, if you want a bank account, if you want a job, if you want an apartment, if you want to board a train, if you want to be able to access public transportation, all of your ability to operate and function within society is going to be based on you acquiescing and bowing down to this system that they're creating, man. And once you're into this system, you're not going to have any rights anymore. All of your so-called rights, constitutional rights, and your freedoms are all going to be violated and taken away the moment you submit yourself into this new digital beast system, man. It's going to come with a whole new set of rules, a whole new order, man. You see, and that's the part they're not telling you people. But you're going to find out eventually. You know, you're going to find out the hard way when you're into this system and you think things are going to be just as cool as they were, you know, before this system got into place. You're going to think you're going to have the right to free speech. Well, I know my rights. I have the right to say this. I have the right to say that. Okay. You keep that you keep that same energy when these devils really implement this system. You're going to find out it's going to be a whole new world that you just submitted yourself and laid down to get involved in, man. It's going to give these devils total and complete and total control over every aspect of your life, man. All right. This is from James Melville. The King's speech proceed with the introduction of digital ID. And there it is. This is a tweet. A lame duck and a massively unpopular prime minister trying to ram through digital ID. No one voted for this illiberal and Orwellian digital control by the Labour government. You see, it's going to be the same thing here in America, man. Like I said, this is what Trump is going to China to go do. And this is why he took all of his tech giants and his tech buddies with him. You see? So that they can go and, you know, get what they need from China to implement this Orwellian technocratic control system, man. You see? But like I said, the average Jake, they don't pay attention to things like this. The average Jake don't even know what the hell's going on here in Babylon the Great. They're just going on with their wicked, stupid, regular everyday lives, not knowing the danger and the wrath of the devil that's hovering over them and their children and their so-called future, their future here in Babylon the Great, man. You see? It says, let me get a precept, man. Yep, this is Ezekiel 12, and we've been telling and warning and blowing the trumpet and telling you, Jake, about these things for the longest, man. Going all the way back to 2008. I remember when the apostles first came on the YouTube, man. They was telling about how this economy was going to collapse, how these devils were going to bring a new world order, cashless societies, you know, how these devils had a plan to put micro C-hips in everybody, and everybody scoffed, everybody mocked. Everybody said, y'all crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's not going to happen, you know, until like 100 years from now. Maybe in my great-great-grandchildren's lifetime, not in our lifetime. Well, hey, a lot of you Jakes that was there in 2008 scoffing, you're here in 2026. Well, if the spider juice didn't take you out, or the C19er didn't take you back to the spirit world, hey, you jokers are still here, and we don't hear all that talking and all that scoffing anymore, man. Because why? The effect of every vision. These prophecies are coming to pass, man. The Lord is making the words of his prophets true and faithful, man. And now we're literally seeing this devil coming out blatantly and telling you what he's getting ready to do. And it was everything that the elders and the apostles, starting with them and us, prophesied back in 2007 and 2008. And now it's here, 2026, and these devils are accelerating it, man. They ain't playing. It's not a game. It never was a game. And now, hey, you Jakes are going to find out pretty soon that it was never a joke, man. And those of you who have scoffed and mocked at the prophets, you didn't prepare yourself, you haven't gotten yourself right with your Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you better fear, man. All right? You better fear. Hey, because the Lord is about to allow your worst nightmare to come upon you, man. He's going to let the fruit of your own wicked and your rebellious and shit-talking thoughts come upon you, man. All right? And this is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21, and the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? You see? And that's the mind frame of these Jakes out here, man. All right? Oh, y'all been saying that. Oh, man, I ain't worried about nothing about that. I got my own shit going on. Jake is focusing on this. Jake is focusing on that. And really what these niggas is focusing on is how they're going to, grow old here in Babylon the Great, man. Jake is thinking about his future plans in America, not knowing that the future plans of America has already been decided by these international bankers to bring in this a digital slave system, man. You know, but niggas is talking about chasing the bag, and I'm about to set up this podcast, bro. You know, I'm about to make some moves, you know what I mean? I'm about to go back to college, I'm about to get my degree, I'm about to take up a trade, you know, whatever else these niggas be talking about. I'm about to get on this music thing, bro. Okay, Here it is, not even knowing that those things that you're chasing after and those visions that you have for the future are not even going to be there, nigga. Hey, right now, niggas talking about want to be a new rapper. Nigga, AI is the new rapper, man. Jake want to be a football player in the NFL. Hey, they're already training humanoid robots to be the new football players and basketball players, man. Oh, they just had that humanoid robot in China run a goddamn marathon faster than any human did in human history. And this nigga ain't got no lungs. He ain't got no, he don't get tired. He ain't got to take a breath. He don't need no water. He don't need nothing. That nigga just out there just running on pure battery assisted fusion energy, man. You see? Because you jakes are focused on the wrong things, man. You see? It's all about prophecy. It's all about taking heed and listening to the words of the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. So it says here, oh, that's not what I want. What I want to do. Oh, yeah, let me see something real fast. Right? This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 5. No, suck. Jeremiah 3 and 3. Jeremiah 4. Jeremiah 4 and 12. 4 and 5. Slacky. It says, declare ye in Judah and publish in Jerusalem and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together and say, assemble yourselves and let us go into the defense cities, right? And back in the ancient world, the defense city was literally inside of Jerusalem. You know, we had high walls. We had a way to lock ourselves in if we was ever being faced with, you know, an invading army or from the enemies, man. But now this defense city in this modern day times is a spiritual gathering, which is what? In this truth and in this word, man. In the names of Yahweh Shem Shai. This is where our defense and our sanctuary and our protection lies, is in this gospel and in this truth, man. It's more of a spiritual thing now, because we don't have the actual physical cities in the walls of Jerusalem to protect us now. So now it represents this wisdom and this knowledge, man. You see, and a lot of our people don't have they're on the outside, and they don't have these you know, the defense of the Most High around them. So therefore, what? They're open to any and every attack of this damn devil. You know, in a spiritual sense, all of his propaganda, all of his lies, just like the whole 2019 thing. Hey, a lot of our people was defenseless against that. Well, I guess you could say it wasn't it was kind of carnal, but it was more of a left-hand spiritual attack. Was the whole C19er, man? Hey, because Esau didn't have to physically kick down doors and pump this shit into Jake's arms. He's deceived them with lying words and with the so-called experts and the you know, and the whole theater and the lies of it. They got our people to let their guard down and to allow themselves to be attacked by this shit, man. Because why? They were spiritually defenseless, because ultimately they didn't want to take heed to the words of the prophets and the true men of Yahweh Shem Shai, who gave them the proper warning of what to do in that particular situation. Well, how much more now when Esau's getting ready to come down with great wrath this time, man? Jake is still going to be left defenseless and armorless because they refused the whole armor and the righteous protection of Yahweh Shem Shai through this word and through faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, stand up a standard toward Zion, retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction. The lion is come up from out of his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. For this gird you with sackcloth, lament and howl, for the fierce anger of Yahweh is not turned back from us. And it shall come to pass at that day, saith the Lord, that the heart of the king shall perish, and the heart of the princes, and the priests shall be astonished, and the prophets shall wonder. Right, all the false prophets and all the bug out of our people. You see, you're getting ready to be left defenseless, and you're going to ultimately be basically open up to everything that Esau is getting ready to bring. You see? And it says, then said I, Lord Yahweh, surely thou hast greatly deceived this people and Jerusalem, saying, ye shall have peace, whereas the sword reacheth unto the soul, right? And where are you hearing you're going to have peace from? From these false prophets, from these so-called Christians, from these so-called bugged out Israelite leaders. They ain't really out here warning you, Jake, of what's getting ready to come down the pike, man. You're only hearing it from Great Millstone. You're not hearing the ISUPK talking about they're about to bring more lockdowns. Don't take this new this Hunter virus is nothing more but a plot and a scheme and a lie, all being used ultimately to bring in biometric IDs, more lockdowns, and to bring you into this technological prison system, this new world order, cashless society. They're not out here blowing the trumpet and warning you, Jake, that that's what this whole situation is being set up to do. They ain't telling you the reason why Trump is going to China right now. They're not going into what Prince Charles just said. See, because a lot of these other Israelite groups don't even believe that this technology and this biometric digital ID, they believe that it has nothing to do with the mark of the beast, that these things are not even connected. So you know they ain't going to warn and prophesy against these things, man. They're going to tell you just like they told you in 2020 or whatever the goddamn C-19 was. Don't be afraid. You'll be a damn fool to take it. You know what I mean? A lot of these niggas going to bring out Romans the 13th chapter. A lot of them going to continue to lead you down the path of being destroyed, man. He says, and at that time it shall be said to this people and to Jerusalem, a dry wind of the high place in the wilderness toward the daughter of my people, not to fan nor to cleanse. Even a full wind from those places shall come unto me. Now also will I receive sentence against them. You see? And this is what a lot of these jakes are going to lead you 2/3 of you jakes towards, man. To being not prepared, to being led as a flock to the slaughter of what Esau got ready to come. So back here in Ezekiel 12, it says, Son of man, what is that proverb you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. You see? And that's why I titled this video the way I titled it, man. You know? Hey, the days are at hand, man. This devil was coming forward with this new world order. All right? Get ready to be led into these digital IDs and this cashless society and this new world order, man. Remember, this devil knows he has but a short time, man. Esau knows time is against him. You see? And these devils they got their own soothsayers, they got their own prophets, they got their own form of technology to where they're looking into the future and they're seeing that the handwriting is already on the wall for this devil, man. Look, Esau watches the videos, watches our videos, watches the elders and the apostles. They're watching the biblical timeline, man. And they're trying to do everything in their power to try to upset prophecy and trying to stop the second return of Yahushua. They're even going to try to fight against Yahushua and the chariots and the angels when they make their second return here, man. You see? So you gotta get it in your mind that this devil is not playing, man. Hey, and this devil is accelerating this system. He's bringing it forward. Hey, these King Charles and these other devils ain't coming out and telling you that for no reason, man. It's because that's what they're getting ready to do. You see? It says, hey, and we've been out here telling you that they were going to do it for the longest now. And now you're going to know that there had been a prophet among you, man. So you Jakes, hey, is it getting ready to where you're not going to be able to say you didn't know or you didn't hear or you weren't warned or nobody gave you the heads up because you're going to be found a goddamn liar, man. Because we've been out here ad nauseum constantly going into the MOTB, doing videos on the mark of the beast, even when we don't want to do videos on the mark of the beast. But hey, the Lord had the spirit and that information come across your table for us to go into it and to give you warning, man. And we're going all into these articles and these different videos of these devils literally coming out and telling you what they're getting ready to do, man. I mean, it can't be any more obvious, you know? It says, for there shall be no more any vain visions nor flattering divination within the house of Israel, right? It's not going to be any of this more, oh, you ain't got to worry about that. Oh, it ain't this, it ain't that. Hey, it's being made manifest exactly what it is. And we can literally see it happening, man. You see, hey, just because you don't want to believe what your eyes are showing you or what your ears are telling you, it don't mean that it ain't happening, man. Hey, just because you want to turn a blind eye to certain things, don't mean that those things aren't happening, man. And that's where a lot of you jakes are going to end up finding yourselves, man. You know, getting caught with your pants down, man. Being put in a situation, and when it comes upon you, you ain't going to know what the hell to do. You're not going to know anything. You're just going to be out here lost in the sauce, man. Hey, did you hear about King Charles making that announcement about digital IDs? Huh? I said, do you know who Prince Charles is? The Prince of England?
No.
You didn't hear what he just said the other day?
What did he say?
He came out and said over there in England, the British government, everybody's going to have a digital ID in order for you to work in their society. And that's going to come here to America. Pretty soon they're going to tell you if you're not going to be able to have your physical ID anymore. They want your ID, your biometrics, your face, your eyes, your fingerprints is going to have to be uploaded into the government warehouses. And if you don't have that, you can't go to work, you can't make money, you can't buy or sell, you can't do any of that, man.
Well, that's in the Bible.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's part of it's going to bring in the mark of the beast.
That's the marca de la bestia.
It's not that, but it's going to lead to that. Because next, when they tell you want your biometrics, then they're going to tell you got to put a microchip in your hand in order to buy and sell in this society. And he just came out yesterday and said, in Great Britain, that's the new system they're going to bring. And you just had Trump right now. He's in China with all of those Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, all of these tech guys, all of these guys in charge of all the technology just went to China to go meet with China to bring that same system here to America, man. So they're getting ready to do with money, cash. It's going to be cashless society. That's why everything is digital now. You know, everything is digital on the computer. Everything is because they're going to watch and trace and track everybody to bring the mark of the beast, man.
Well, we have to surround it to Jesus Christ. He is the way, the true life.
Yeah, he is the way and the truth and the light. But our people, they say that, but they don't. They say it, but they don't believe that it's going to get to the point to where the mark of the beast is going to come. It's coming. And these devils, the gringo, he's not playing. He's bringing the mark of the beast. He's going to bring that system here to America, man. To technologically enslave us. It's going to be a whole different form of slavery. It's not going to be a slavery with chains and prisons. It's going to be a digital, technological prison system, man. Yes, our people got to repent. You got to get right. You got to start being obedient to the Lord, you know. But his name is not Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushua. It's in the Hebrew, Yahushua. The God is not God. It's Yahweh, and his son name, who they call Jesus, his true name is Yahushua in the Hebrew.
Well,
you know.
I'm gonna get in there, but to be honest to you, when you breathe, all like this, that's the name of the God. That's the consonants.
Well, that's what they say, but he has an actual literal name. Scriptures tell you, call upon his name in truth and sincerity. So you got to understand, you got to call on that name. You got to call on him, you know. You got to beg, plead, repent, for it's too late. Because these things are coming, you know. I think I know what you're saying, but hey, our people, you got to repent, man, because these things are coming. Hey, the gringo's about to come down with great wrath. He's not playing, man. You know? On YouTube Live. Yeah, all the Hebrew Israelites. A lot of us, we're everywhere. All the brothers, Hebrew Israelites, we're everywhere because that's who we truly are. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're the Hebrew Israelites. You know? And I got some brothers that teach this in Spanish.
Let me go over there.
Okay. So like you. Let me get this.
How you doing, my brother?
Good, how are you?
What is your name? Dama. My name is Jorge Correa, my brother.
Jorge, George.
Yeah, pleasure. You see, this is my business. You can promote my business and do YouTube.
Okay.
I do everything about concrete work.
Oh, okay.
What do you do for a living?
This is my work. Teaching the gospel, you know?
Oh, that's amazing, man. I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you. But I want to give you these brothers' page, but I want to I'm trying to find it. These brothers, they teach in Spanish.
Let me say hi to you guys. Hey, hi guys, everybody. God bless you, my friends.
You try to find it for you first, because I see you on there, so I can finish.
So you're making money from YouTube,
No,
right?
I don't make money off this. This is not about making money.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was thinking that you said this is your job.
Well, it is my job. No, I'm serving God, serving the Most High.
Well, that's the more thing that's the
Yeah.
best thing that we can do.
Yeah, but the money that I'm making for this is spiritual money.
Well, that's
Doing good
more
things
important,
for the
more
Lord.
important.
Yeah.
Dice la Biblia que hagamos tesoros en el cielo, donde no los corrompe la polilla ni los ídolos los matan.
See if I can find these brothers.
Send it to me. I give you my information. You got my card.
Okay, I'll send the link to the number
Okay,
on there.
and I'm so proud of people like you, man.
Okay. Thank you.
You know when you speak, I'm different than everybody else. They get scared and they think we are crazy, but
yeah,
we are
always.
not. We are not crazy.
Yeah, they always thought.
We try to do our best for people around us, you know.
Yeah, they always thought God's prophets were crazy. Wow, they're crazy. I don't know what they're talking about. Well, who
No,
knows?
but everything comes true.
Yeah.
I
Prophecy.
believe 100% of the Bible.
Yeah.
100% of the Bible.
See, it's prophecy.
Okay.
But I'll send this to you. I'll send the link to your number.
God bless you, my
Link to your
brother.
number. And watch. And remember, we got to repent. Remember,
Oh yeah, I already
Negroes,
did.
Latinos, and Native Americans, we're the Israelites. You tribe of Issachar.
Yeah, I repent and
These are our people in the
I
Bible.
pray. Let's pray together right here for people more watching you. Okay.
No, I tell you this. The Bible says don't pray in public, but I'll pray for you in private. It's better.
Oh yeah,
Pray
yeah.
for you in private, it's better,
Where,
you know?
where in the Bible say don't pray in public?
I'll show you right now. I'll show you.
Well, but let me show you something. I pray for people who's in the streets, and God make the miracles.
That's cool. But look at this though. This is Matthew 6:6. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father which is in secret, and the Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
Okay.
So you can pray for people, but it's better
understand
to
you, yeah.
it's better to go into private.
That's intimity. You want to have intimity
Yeah,
with
intimacy.
God, go and pray.
Yeah.
Like God is real,
Yeah.
100% real.
But like I said, so hey, when you're in private, that's when it's best to pray.
I declare in the name of Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
from this moment,
But remember, his name is
from this
Yahweh
moment
Bashem
now.
Al-Shai. But remember, if you want to pray, just pray in private. You know.
yeah, I pray for you
No.
right now. God bless you, my brother, in the name of Jesus Christ.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks God,
Bless you back,
brother. Thanks God. Thanks
All right.
God, my brother.
All right.
God is good.
Yes, sir.
You see, I don't make those divisions. It's only one God for everybody.
Yeah,
We got the
it's-
consciencia that we know what is good, what's bad. We have to follow the God's rules. That's it.
Yeah, you gotta be obedient. You gotta fear.
Gotta be.
All right, bro. All right.
Gracias. Thank you,
All right.
bro.
All right. So back here where I was, and back in Ezekiel 12 and 24, it says, "For there shall be no more any vain vision nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am Yahweh. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass, and it shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh." You see, and that's the times that we're living in, man. You see, and, and I thought that's the scripture with Jake has a zeal, but not according to understanding. A guy like that, Issachar is hardworking. He still thinks that America's going to be here for another 10, 20, 30 years, man. You see, they don't have that sense of urgency of, look, now is the time, man, that these things are getting ready to come to pass. Pretty soon, hey, when this new world order comes, that concrete business is not going to be in business, man, because it's going to be made obsolete. And if you don't take the MOTB in the future, you're not going to have no job, man. And what do you think the majority of these Israelites, these Issacharites, and these Jakes out here who don't really have the full breath of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh within them are going to do, man? They're going to acquiesce, man. They're going to bow down to this new world order because what? Because they're going to want to eat. They're going to want to live, because their faith is not truly built up in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, man. And I was trying to give the brothers, that guy, the brothers from LA, but I couldn't find the page that fast. So, hey, Lord willing, I'll find it and I'm gonna send it to him. I know it's in my favorites, man. I was trying to give him, brother Dawada and them, and your Wanathan's page. But hey, Lord willing, I'll get it to him, man. But anyways, back here, right? It says, what else is in here? Yep, King Charles has confirmed the UK government is moving forward with digital ID. This should be concerning. This is now official government policy, not a proposal, you see? And then pretty soon it's not going to be no damn proposal. It's going to be made mandatory, man. Like I was saying earlier, they're only going to leave you people with one or two choices. Either you're going to bow down or you're going to be separated, man. Either you're going to take it or you're going to be oppoed, man. Separated and put to death, man. And what are you Jakes going to do when that time really comes, man? If you're not deeply rooted in the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all right, and you've and you're not truly attached and truly invested in this world, man. Hey, you're gonna bow the knee, man. You're gonna bow the knee. You're gonna offer your palm and your forehead, and you're gonna let this devil impenetrate you with his goddamn with his mark of the beast, man. You're gonna allow yourself to be tagged with that badge of followers of the Antichrist, man, and you're gonna be burned in the lake of fire, which is America being burnt with nuclear missiles, man. Back here it says civil liberties groups have fought this for years. Privacy concerns, surveillance infrastructure, the whole show. But guess what? It's nothing that protesting is going to do, because these devils are going to do it anyway, because it's with them to get that. It's not that. How does it go? Oh yeah, I remember. How's it go? Here we go. This is Malachi chapter 2, verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. You see, and this is the power that Esau has to do. He has the power to bring these evils, you know what I mean, to light. He has the right to declare these unrighteous decrees. He has the power to bring these digital IDs and eventually bring this digital panopticon into to make it a real thing, man. Because it's in the power of his hand. It's been given to him by the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side to do these things, man. And it's going to happen because it's prophetic. It's all according to prophecy, man. And this devil is going full steam ahead with it. And like I just read, you're not going to be able to vote your way out of this or to protest or march. These devils are going to do this, man, because it's already set in their hearts, and they've been planning and prepping and putting all the pieces and the infrastructure in place to bring this very system, man. Today, just the whole COVID-19 was just a test run for them ultimately fully bringing out and implementing this digital system, man. You see, they've already prescribed it, man. See, this is why our faith and trust is going to have to be in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because we're going to be ultimately rendered powerless when these devils implement these unrighteous decrees and systems in place. What are you going to do at the end of the day? You see? I mean, one of the first battles you have is ultimately being up on game and knowing what this shit is really all about, and that it's coming from the left hand and from the goddamn devil, the wicked himself, Esau Edom, man. That's your first. That's winning part of the battle. You see? The second, and ultimately, is having our faith and trust in the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and ultimately, Lord willing, we are the elect that's going to be able to escape all of these evils and perils and traps. You know what I mean? We're not going to be given over into this mischief. We're not going to be broken and weakened to where we lose hope and faith and submit to this shit, man. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands, man. You see? And this is what these devils are showing you. This is why King Charles came out in full display with him and his hag of a wife in all of their royal garments, man, to execute this decree and what they're going to do with power, man, with authority. You see? And like the guy said, let me see that tweet, what did he say? He said, yeah, civil liberty groups has fought this for years, but you can't fight this, man. Because it's all according to the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It's part of the story. These things must needs be done. And the Lord's going to allow this devil to ultimately come forward with this agenda, man. Until you know, Yahweh Shai returns and destroys this devil, man. Yep. It says, remember when J.D. Vance publicly confronted Starmer last year on free speech in the UK? Starmer's response, we've had free speech for a very, very long time in the United Kingdom, and it will last for a very, very long time. You sure about that, Kier? See? But back here, though, back in Micah 2, it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence. You see? And that's what this whole New World Order is all about. These international bankers and these top elites basically taking control over the whole world, man. Every tree, every plant, every river, every lake, every house, every citizen, every child, man. This is why Klaus Schwab said you're going to own nothing and be happy, man. This is what this system is ultimately going to allow these international bankers and these elites to do, is to take control and have complete sovereignty over the whole planet Earth, man. And that's including you people, man. You see? And this is why a huge part of this agenda is the depopulation agenda, because he's going to get rid of a lot of you American useless, you citizens, you useless eaters, as they call you, man. They're already telling you that this whole Strait of Hormuz is really to bring in instability, famine, you know, so-called manufactured lack of resources, so that, you know, they can get rid of a lot of you undesirable people and tell you that, look, in order for us to maintain this world and the resources, hey, a lot of these people just had to go. All right, and then they're going to use AI to come up with this calculated plan and to justify why the majority of people who are useless and who are worthless and who are just not, you know what I mean, that's basically too much of a strain on this world and bring no help and no purpose to society. You're just going to have to go back to the spirit world, man. You see, it says, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, you see? It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which you shall not move your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil. You see? And in that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How have he removed it from me, turning away he have divided our fields. And this is what this man is getting ready to do. Yeah, because under this New World Order, ain't going to be no more organized religion. Hey, you people are not going to be whoever you are. You're not going to be Indian or Pakistani or black or African American or this or that and the third. No, you're just all going to be, citizens of this New World Order, whatever the hell they're going to call and deem you. It's going to be one world government, one world religion. Everything is going to be one. Because there's nothing more than a technological Tower of Babel that Edom is trying to erect here in these last days, man. Let me get some of this water. You see? You're going to own nothing and you're going to be happy, man. What else is in here? Look at this right here, right? Oh, look at this, right? This is another article from political.com. Silicon Valley wants to put a chip in your brain. Huh. Remember, most of these devils bring in this New World Order. This is going to be a requirement. Not even a requirement. This is going to be a prerequisite, man. In the future, when this devil establishes New World Order, not only are you going to have the micro C-hip, the mark of the beast in you, hey, these devils are going to tell you got to merge yourself with technology, man. All right? You're going to have to put a BCI, a brain-shaped interface inside of you so that this devil can have total, complete access and knowledge of not only what's going on the outside, but what's happening on the inside of you. He's going to want to know your inner thoughts, what you're thinking, your emotions, how you're feeling. This devil is literally trying to be God and a technological God over you, man. And once this, you bow down to receive, your badge as a follower of the Antichrist and take this man's New World Order and pledge yourself to his New World Order, this is going to be forced upon you, man. You're not going to have an option because what? Guess what? If he tells you go in there and get your BCI so we can know what's going on, you got to merge yourself with machine. Guess what? If you deny it and you say, no, I'm not going that far, he's just going to turn off your chip. Like Aaron Russo said, he's going to just turn you off and separate you from society, man. He's going to send those AI drones and humanoid robots to kick down your door to send you to the nearest concentration camp and put your head in the guillotine. or put your body in one of those FEMA incinerators, man. You see, and this is the world that you're getting ready to have to force. See, this is why the scripture. Let me get that real fast. See, because a lot of you Jay think, oh, if I just take the mark of the beast, I'll be cool. I'll have peace and safety. I'll be a part of the system. No, you're not. Once you sign up to that, hey, your oppression and the hell you're going to catch is not going to be over, man. Remember, once you sign to this New World Order, it's just like being in the military. Hey, you become property of the United States government, man. You're going to become their sole possession. They're going to own you. Just like, because they don't know, just like when you, scripture say, right? He that getteth a wife getteth a possession. Hey, you allowing this man to put that micro C hip in you is basically like you're joining in a marriage with him. Just like how you break the hymen and that wife, she got her tokens of her virginity, and she becomes your wife, she becomes your possession. It's the same thing with this New World Order, man. Once you allow Esau to put this digital all in you, and to literally pop your cherry with this New World, with this micro C hip, hey, you become his total sole possession, man. And you're not going to have any rights. You're going to be totally his property. Whatever he tells you to do, you're going to have to do it. Otherwise, what? He's just going to cut you off, man. He'll just be able to turn off your ship. You won't be able to buy and sell. He'll stop your access from functioning within this society, man. After all of you bowing down and worshiping it and taking it, hey, anytime that you buck up and don't do what he wants you to do, he can just easily turn you off, man. So this is why it's just better to just go back into the spirit world, man, and put your faith and trust in Yahweh Shem Shai and be willing to die for this gospel and this truth and in your faith in the Most High. Because even if you do acquiesce to this New World Order system, this man, it's not going to make life better. You're not going to be at peace. It's just going to be more hell and more things that's going to be forced upon you because you're not going to have any say-so, whatever. You're not going to have the right to free speech. You're not going to have the right to any of your so-called constitutional rights, man. It's going to be a whole new constitution they're going to give you, man. It's basically going to be whatever they tell you to do, you're going to have to do it, man. Look at that. How's it go? Yep, here we go. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. I'll start at, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 67. Behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. You see? And that's what our faith should be. Is understand that. Look, fear Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Don't fear Esau. Don't fear this New World Order. Don't fear what this man can do. Because all Esau can really do is just put you back to death, and that's the N.W.O, man. But you got to fear the Most High, who can destroy both body and soul in hell, man. You see? Because Esau can only do what the Most High allows him to do, man. All Esau can do is take you back to the spiritual world, man. You know, Esau can't destroy your spirit. He can't control what's going to happen to you in the next life. That's all that he can do. But the Most High can do even far worse. This is verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, which is what that micro C here, man. That's what he's getting ready to offer you in order for peace and safety, in order for you to be able to operate in this whole new world he's getting ready to create, man. And he's going to promise you the world. He's going to tell you, oh, it comes with this, it comes with that. You know, all you got to do is take the chip and all your pain and suffering will be over. Everything will go back to normal, which is a goddamn lie, which is why you're never supposed to trust your damn enemy under any circumstances whatsoever. Because though he pretend to help you, he's going to undermine you. So he's going to promise you the world with this MOTB. We can end the suffering. You can be comfortable. You know, you can have, you can be in this little 15-minute city with air conditioning. You can have access to the stores and food and medical attention. You know, here, eat some of this chicken, which is going to be fake fucking genetically modified chicken, right? He's going to offer you all these things, but not knowing in the midst of that, your whole bodily autonomy and your whole rest of your life is going to be totally in his control, man. You're not going to have the right to do a goddamn thing, but whatever he tells you to do. And when he tells you to put that brain chip interface, put that neural link, merge yourself with technology, you're going to have no choice but to do so, man. And if you don't do so, you're going to pay the piper. He's going to show you that those horns are going to come. He's going to come down with that draconian, hardcore, brutal nature of his, man. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in a reproach and trodden under foot, you see? So even if you do submit to this new world order, you're not going to find peace and safety. You're just going to have more oppression, more trouble, more hell. You know? And he's going to do what? He's still going to tell you to put a goddamn BCH in your goddamn skull. Go get you a Neuralink. Give us more access to the inside of your body, man. You know, merge yourself with this technology. Do whatever we tell you to do. But anyways, yep, it says there will come a time in the not so distant future when you decide to stick a computer chip in your brain. And it's not going to be well, you're going to make that decision, but it's going to be forced on you by these elites, man. See, it's going to be a part of the New World Order program package, man. The New World Order slavery package. You're not going to have an option, man. It says, at least that's what D. Scott Phoenix told the audience at a TED 2026 in Vancouver last month. Someone you work with will get it first, and you'll hold out for a while the way you did with the smartphone, but eventually you won't. Why? Because it's going to, like I said, they're going to force you to do it, man. All right? You're not going to be able to operate. Here it is, right? They're telling you without a biometric and having your biometric ID up to date, you're not going to be able to function in society. Well, pretty soon it's going to be the same with this brain chip interface. Pretty soon it's going to be the same with the mark of the beast, man. You see, Jake needs to wake the hell up. We're dealing with the devil here, man. It says, but eventually you won't, said Phoenix, dressed in all black with a tiny mic attached to his ear. The advantages of integration will be hard to compete with. You see, and that's more of the pseudoscience and the mysteries they're going to try to allure you with to getting it. Yeah, you know, you're going to hold out, but eventually you're going to fall behind because, you know, Johnny at your job, he has a brain chip interface, and his IQ is just accelerated by 200. Look at him. He's a machine. Look how much he's, what's the word they use? He's evolved way past you. Look at you. He's leaving you in the dust. He can solve these problems. He can learn Spanish in a week. He can do this. He can do that. And he's leaving you behind. What are you going to do, April? You better speed up. You better catch up, or you're going to be left behind. You know, that's how they're going to sell this shit. Not knowing behind closed doors, you're just giving these devils more complete and total godlike autonomy over over you. You're allowing him access into the inside, man, because he's trying to be God. See? It says, put bluntly, in his view, we are on the cusp of the next major transition, the merger of humans and AI, you see? And like I said, that's what Klaus Schwab said, that people who don't merge themselves with technology are going to be eventually left out of society, man. You're going to become an outdated creation of the Most High, and everybody else is light years ahead of you. So eventually, you know, you're going to want to have this, man. It's all bullshit. It's all lies. It's all game. It's all this devil deceiving you into becoming his digital minion, his digital creation, man. You know? It says, this perspective, as outlandish as it may sound, is commonly held in Silicon Valley. And who just went with Trump to China? All of these Silicon Valley geeks, man. You see? It says, what else? Yeah. Look at this. It says, for survival after the emergence of superhuman AI, tech billionaire Peter Thiel is a vocal advocate of transhumanism, man. And that's a huge part of this New World Order. It's transhumanism, man. You know, this devil's trying to take you from being the sole creation of the Most High to being his new form of creation, man. Which is going to put all this shit in you ultimately to give him the total advantage and the total lordship over you via this technology, man. So you can be tracked, traced, monitored, everything that you do, everything that you think, every breath that you take. You know, he wants to know everything that's going on. And that's why that guy Noah Harari said, now you people are nothing more but trackable animals, hackable animals. And what did he say? And when you hack something, you can typically end up owning it, man. And that's what this shit is all about. This is what this biometric rolling out that King Charles just said is all about. All roads eventually lead to the mark of the beast, man. And this is what we've been warning and telling you, Jakes, about for the longest, man. And now we can see these things getting ready to come to pass. And we're going to continue to warn you until eventually to where, hey, we're not going to be able to warn you anymore, man. The Lord's going to take his prophets off the streets. But we're letting you know right now, this devil is accelerating this shit because time is not of the essence for him. He knows that his judgment is coming. He knows that Yahushua is on his way back. You know? He understands what us out here on the highways and the byways and the true names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua being exalted in this earth all represents, man. So therefore, hey, he's moving with haste, man. This is Revelation chapter 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. A short time to do what? To bring in this new world order, man. To try to gain back his birthright. You know, to try to extend his rulership in his kingdom forever. And the scriptures tell you that that's what's in this devil's heart and within his mind. Let me get that real fast. Blow the dust off this one, see if I can get it. I remember. It's not Joe? Where's the sun? Let me see. Damn it. Yeah, I ain't brought that one in a long time. Let me get it like this. But I'm gonna come back to that article though. 49? Psalms 49. I don't know why I thought it was 47. This is Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. You see, and this is what this devil is doing, man. All right, this is his thought. This is what he's trying to do. This is what this new world order is really all about. Him trying to establish himself forever. He doesn't have it in his mind that the Lord's going to come back and judge this devil, though he knows it's prophetic, though he's seen it in the stars, he's seen it through his soothsayers, he's seen it through his black mirror. He's seen all these things, and ultimately now he's seeing the true prophets and the servants of the Lord coming out here and proclaiming these things. But the Lord has that proud spirit on him, to where he really believes in this technology and this new world order, to where he's going full speed ahead with it, man. And he's coming out boldly and telling you now, because what else do they have to lose? Remember, for the longest of time, this man's his power was in secrecy, you know. You know, his power was secrecy, doing these things behind closed doors, hiding these things that was in the shadow. But now he's coming out blatantly and telling you, hey, this is what we're going to do, man. Because what? He has basically pretty much nothing else. I mean, pretty much don't have anywhere else to go. This is why he said the internet should have never been invented, because it's exposing a lot of the shit that he's been doing. The Lord has been shining the light and making Esau bare and exposing him. So now he's at the point now to where he's just like, you know what, the hell with it. We're just going to come out and tell you people what we're going to ultimately do, man. And what you're going to do about it. See? This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. It says, woe unto them that seek deed to hide their counsel from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? You see? And this is how they've been operating for the longest, was in secrecy. You know, but now we're at the times where the Lord is making everything known. You know, the Lord is making everything bare. So where now Esau can't hide himself. Now the information is out there. And now he's just coming out and straight up just telling you what it is, man. You see? Yep. Yep, this is Psalm 64 and 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, birth the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Talking about these elites, man. Esau, Edom, these international bankers. And for the longest, they were able to operate in that fashion, doing all type of wicked things, man. You know what I mean? Starting wars, man. Stealing resources. You know, causing coups, man. Destabilizing countries, doing all type of wickedness and demonic shit behind closed doors, but made it seem to the public as if these were just naturally occurring things. The people were unaware that these things was being done and orchestrated behind closed doors, man. Just like this whole Strait of Hormuz is a manufactured thing. Just how they're getting ready to bring manufactured famines. But they're making it seem as if it's just a resort of this war, but really these devils are orchestrating all these things. You see, that's scripture say, you know, hey, when you get away with doing dirt and doing wickedness, for so long and nobody is seeing you, you start to believe your own bullshit. You really start to believe that you're invincible and that everything that you're doing, you're getting away with, man. See, but Esau didn't think of the latter end of his bullshit, you know? He kind of thought that he was going to always get away with this shit. But hey, you were wrong, Esau. You were wrong. And now this devil is realizing that the cat is out of the bag. The Lord is lifting up his skirt. The Lord is exposing the son of perdition is being revealed. And let me get that too. The son of perdition, the son of the wicked is being revealed in his time. But let me get this real quick. Yeah, here's the thought process of Esau, right? It says, let me get this real fast. Let me see something. Oh, no, I'm joking. Yeah, this is Job 22 and 8. It says, but as for the mighty man, he had the earth, and the honorable man dwelleth in it. Thou hast set widows away empty, and the arms of the fatherless have been broken. Therefore snares are round about thee, and sudden fear troubleth thee. This is what's getting ready to happen to Esau, man. Because he's done all this wickedness, all this atrocity in the earth, man. And for the longest, he's been doing it in secrecy. He's been doing it behind closed doors. He's been doing a lot of mischief and dirt, you know what I mean, secretly behind closed doors upon the earth. And it makes it seem as if these are just naturally occurring things, man. That these things are just randomly happening, but it's all a resort of their witchcraft and their sorcery, their deception, their lies, you know, their manipulation, all type of things, you see? It says, or darkness thou canst not see. Oh, slack it. Let me read it. Yeah, it says, therefore snares are round about thee, and sudden fear troubleth thee. And this is the time that Esau is in, man. To all this dirt and all of his wickedness is getting ready to come down upon him, man. This is why he can't hide himself anymore. This is why everything is being revealed. Everything that's being hidden is coming to the light. People are getting wind of the Epstein files, of all of his Luciferianism, his odious works of witchcraft, you know, how these elites operate, how the banking system is corrupt, all of this political and the politicians and the president is nothing but a goddamn sham and a game, how America is a corporation, you know, how everything is just a goddamn lie, man. It's all coming to the light. It says, therefore snares are round about thee, and sudden fear troubleth thee, or darkness that thou cannot see, and abundance of waters cover thee. Is not the Most High in the height of heaven? And behold the height of the stars, how high they are. And thou sayest, how doth the Most High know? Can he judge through the dark cloud? And this is Esau, man. You know, this is going to be a sentiment after all is said and done. And when he's when the Lord cracked those clouds and busts his damn head, man. And this devil is uprooted out of the earth and brought into perdition. He's going to come to this realization. And he's even realizing it now, because like I said, Esau's main power was secrecy, doing these things behind closed doors. All of these secret councils and secret meetings are not so goddamn secret anymore. Shalom, Mark. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Stay faithful unto death. And now Esau is finding himself totally exposed. This is why he said the internet should have never been invented. This is why that's why he's using AI now to scrub a lot of truth off of the internet. You know what I mean? This is why he's going to use AI to totally rewrite every goddamn thing if he has his way. See, but ultimately, the cat is already out of the bag, Esau. You're already through. You're already defeated, you know, in another realm, you know? We're just waiting for the Lord to bring it to the time to where it's going to physically take place. It says, thick clouds are a covering to him that he seeth not, and he walketh in the circuits of heaven. Right, the Lord has his angels down here watching everything. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, don't miss a beat. The angels don't sleep. They don't take a break, man. They don't turn a blind eye to all of the wickedness and the mischief that you elites are doing behind closed doors, man. You know, they got that saying, oh, if I was a fly on the wall, well, there's angels on the walls. There's angels everywhere watching everything that you do, watching everything that we do. And this is why it's just in your best interest to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Hey, but a lot of you people are going to learn the hard way, which is a beautiful thing. You're going to learn it by death by pain, man. You're going to learn it when Yahweh Hashem Yahushua truly shows himself, man. Which he's showing himself now through the prophets and through the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Through signs in the heavens, you know, through solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, through all these. Lately, it's been a hellified lot of fallen stars and meteorites falling in the earth, man. All these earthquakes in diverse places, the uproars of the people. So the Lord is showing himself, man. But like I said, a lot of these people just don't have the spiritual lens to see it, babe, but we see it through the spirit, man. All right, hey, and we see that Esau Edom is through. It says, hast thou marked the old way which wicked men have trodden, which were cut down out of time, whose foundation was overflown with a flood, going back into the flood of the first death, the flood, man. And why did the Lord bring that flood? Because of all the fucking wickedness, man. How much more now in this time? You see? You know? And Esau, and this time you're going to go out in a flood of fire, man. These nuclear missiles are going to be the end of your chapter and the end of all of your bullshit and your wickedness, man. It says, which said unto the Most High, depart from us, and what can the Almighty do for them? Yet he filled their houses with good things, but the counsel of the wicked is far from me. The righteous see it and are glad, and the innocent laugh them to scorn. Whereas our substance is not cut down, but the remnant of them the fire consumeth. You see? And basically I make the point. You know, so Esau, hey, your time is up. And you're through. And like I said, that's why I just read Revelation 12 and 12. This is why he's coming down with great wrath, man. Even though Esau is moving in his pride and he think he ain't never going to be stopped, hey, in the back of his mind, he knows, man, that prophecy is going to be fulfilled. You see, look, these devils, they know that Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua exists, man. They know that we're the biblical Israelites, man. They know the power of the prophecy that is written within these scriptures are all faithful and true, man. But as long as he can deny, and get you people out here to doubt and to not to believe, he really thinks he's going to have the upper hand and the advantage to upset prophecy, man. But it's just not going to happen, man. This devil is going to lose, man. He's going to lose heartedly, you know. But back here in this article, right? Going back into, what does it say? Yeah, Silicon Valley wants to put a chip in your brain. See, and this is all part of the agenda of these elites, man. What else is in here? It says, yet there is a good reason to be skeptical about an imminent evolution for the species. The technology to perform this kind of merger to radically change what it really means to be human, you see? And this is what Esau wants. He wants to hijack the creation of the Most High and make man within his own image with a brain chip interface, with a microchip, you know, with merging humans with merging man with machine, which ultimately what he's trying to do is trying to just hijack you into this matrix, into this technological world to where he can be God over you through artificial intelligence and AI, man. That's what he's trying to do ultimately. And guess what? He's fucking dead serious. Stop thinking this is a game. Stop thinking these devils are playing. They ain't playing, man. Why you think they're doing this? Putting they already showed you they put that goddamn that microchip in that damn pig was playing Pong, doing all these animal trials, and they're already doing human trials, man. Killing a lot of motherfuckers, but still, hey, these devils are serious with what they're doing, and they invested too much time and money into it not to roll forward to it. And they know a lot of people. A lot of these humans that's going to sign up for the shit, they already know a lot of you are going to die. But hey, you got to crack a lot of eggs to make an omelet. Hey, and if you die, you just die. Hey, they'll just bring in the next person and try to keep doing it until they think that they can perfect it and continue on with their wickedness. But they're going to fail miserably, man. It says the technology to perform this kind of merger to radically change what it means to be human remains in the earliest stages. That's why I said. So they know a lot of you people that's going to go into these procedures and that's going to try to do it. They know it's going to be a lot of casualties, a lot of loss, a lot of malfunctions. But this is the devil that we're dealing with. He don't give a goddamn, man. He don't care. You see? It says, even setting aside the uncertain future of AI, the so-called implantable brain-computer face, or BCI, is still nascent. And yet there are huge sums of money already sloshing around the tech, with more to come. Like I said, who did Trump just take with him over there to China, man? Think about that. Yep, the BCI market, currently sitting at around 350 million, is expected to reach 1.2 billion. Look, that doesn't include companies like the Phoenix founded, named Vicarious, which sought to use core principles in the brain to build AI that could act like humans. See? Oh, look at this. It says, after it was funded to the tune of 250 million by investors including Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, the broader neurotechnology market is projected to expand 52 billion by 2022. And these are the same people Trump just took with him to China, man. Ultimately, to do what? To bring in this system, to bring in the model that China has. And what is the model of China? Didn't I have that? Let me see. Yep. Look at this up real fast. Because all roads lead to the MOTV, man. All right? And I typed in, Klaus Schwab said China is the model. Is this it? No, this wasn't it. It was a different one I had. This is shit. Let me see. Here we go. It says, why is China the model? It says, China operates under a socialist market economy, a hybrid system that blends state-directed communism with powerful capitalistic mechanisms, while the ruling Chinese Communist Party retains ultimate political power and top-down control over key strategic assets. What else? Yeah, state-owned enterprises. Government-run behemoths command critical strategic sectors like banking, energy, telecom, and heavy defense industries. What else is in here? Here we go. It says China operates the most pervasive and technologically advanced mass surveillance system, tracking its citizens through an estimated 700 million closed-circuit television cameras, advanced artificial intelligence, and aggressive digital data tracking. You see? And this is what they're getting ready to bring here to America, man. It's basically, the people in China are basically run, owned, and controlled by the government, man. They don't have freedom of speech. They can't just live freely as you Americans do here. They can't own weapons, man. They can't just go online and just say and spew whatever rhetoric that they want to say. A lot of their television and internet access and information is all regulated and controlled, man. And this is what these devils are trying to bring here, you see? Look at this, the Skynet. The urban electronic eye sky blankets major cities, transit hubs, and public squares with hundreds of millions of AI-powered facial recognition cameras. It is designed to identify individuals, analyze walking gaits, track vehicles' license plates, and map a person's movements across the city within seconds. Right. They're trying to be God, man. Total control, man. Everything that you do and say and buy is all going to be tracked and traced, and eventually it's going to be controlled by the powers that be. And this is what they want to bring here to America. This is why China is the model, man. Look at this. Sharp eyes. The rural panopticon, named after a quote by Mao Zedong, this initiative connects cameras in villages and agricultural regions directly to neighborhood hubs. It allows local officials and even ordinary citizens via specialized smart TVs or mobile apps to monitor feeds and report abnormal behavior to the police, man. A constant total snitch line, man. You see, it's going to be like an episode of Black Mirror, man. You know, if you jaywalk, you're going to be pinged and penalized in real time, man. And they're going to take it a step further by putting that BCI in you, man. So not only are they going to be having AI and all these cameras watching you when you're outside of the city, when you're inside your homes, when you're in the bathroom, when you're doing this, when you're doing that, they want to even put this technology inside of you so they can know what you're feeling, man. You know, if you're watching TV, they can see your emotions about particular things, man. Here it is, you could be watching some government propaganda, and in your mind, you can be like, that's some bullshit, that's stupid. Hey, they're going to be able to have access to read that thought and send a text to your phone saying that you just been charged with fucking thought crime, man. This is what this devil is ultimately trying to establish, man. And you got China, who's always been laying in bed with these damn Edomites and with the so-called white man. You know, they've allowed this system into their country, man, and they've come and league with the damn devil to where now, you know, they're a partaker of the hope of Babylon. This is why Chinese, you're not going to be the next rulers. Hey, the Lord got a special judgment. He's going to fuck y'all up too, man. Remember, Scripture say, though hand join in hand, the wicked should not go unpunished, man. So if you're joining your country and your country and your systems to this beast, you're gonna receive the same judgment as the beast, man. Look at this, the Golden Shield Project. Isn't that what Trump was talking about having that too? The Golden Dome here in America. You see. So everything that China is doing, America is going to do the exact same thing. And this is why they keep telling you, oh, we gotta master AI, we gotta beat China, or China's going to run the world. That's all propaganda and bullshit, man. Because they allow China to have this technology to guinea pig it on their people and on their citizens, so America can look at it, learn from it, you know, and eventually utilize that shit here in Babylon the Great America, man. And this is why you're getting ready to see a lot of so-called situations happen here, to where they're going to be able to bring in martial law. They're going to bring in an insurrection act. They're going to let things happen to where they can ultimately do away with your constitutional rights and bring in this N.W.O, which is going to be just like China's system. You know, a communistic, feudalistic system, man. So where you people will have no rights, no rights, no constitutional rights, no freedoms, but to be total slaves and totally oppressed. It says the Golden Shield Project, the foundational cybersecurity network managed by the Ministry of Public Security. This project powers the Great Firewall to censor domestic internet access and integrates national physical surveillance with digital identity database. Did not fucking the president of England just say they're going to bring digital IDs to London, England? And if let me get the article again. It's right here. He just said this, man. Prince Charles announces British government is rolling out Bill Gates digital ID. They already have this shit in China, man. It's like I said, hey man, everything that we've been saying, starting with the elders and the apostles, is coming to pass, man. These devils is coming forward with this agenda, man. And you Jakes and you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Israelites here in America, you ain't fucking ready, man, because you ain't paying attention. All right? You think everything is a joke. You think somehow, some way, when this thing is happening, you're just gonna be cute and I know my rights, nigga. You ain't gonna have no rights pretty soon. All you're gonna have the right to do is to take the mark of the beast, man. To bow down to this digital ID, or you ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna have a job, man. Then what you Jake's gonna do? Because we know your faith is not in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. I got a precept, but let me go back to that article, man. So this is why it's important for you to understand why China is the model. You got to look into these things, man. You got to look into the Skynet, and China is called Tianwang, the Sharp Eyes, the Zulang, and the Golden Shield Project, man. It's all about physical surveillance with digital ID databases, man. The beast system. You see? Look at this. Data fusion and digital monitoring. Cameras are only one layer. The true scale of the system comes from data fusion, which merges video feeds with vast pools of digital data. Watch that movie Mercy, man. They show you that. They show you in the movie Mercy, basically what China, the system in China was here in America, man. When that cop got brought to the AI judge, bro, every aspect of their lives were being tracked and traced and monitored by AI, bro. Everything. He was sitting before the AI judge, and he was like, oh, well, go to 2 weeks. You know, it was a video to where AI was like, well, basically the judge was able to pull him up when he was at the bar, wilding out and going crazy. And the judge was like, look, well, bring up all the feeds of me doing such and such. Hey, the AI just brought up all of those days and all of those videos of him doing all type of other shit. It had a video of him when he went to his house drunk, he assaulted his wife. This is the system these devils are getting ready to have, man. And they're going to use AI to implement it. Yeah, brother got Isaiah 19 and 14. And then the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, which is who? Donald Trump. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai of hosts. And that's Trump, man. That's why I just said earlier before you got here, brother, that nigga Trump basically said live on TV, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the suffering of the American people and their financial struggles. What he say? Only thing I'm worried about is Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. So he don't give a fuck about you American people, man. This is why they're not going to have an issue bringing in this digital slave system to you people, man. Because you're nothing but cattle anyway, and these devils want to rule over you, man. But anyways, it says data fusion, which merges video feeds with the vast pools of digital data. Phone trackers and sniffers. Wi-Fi sniffers and IMSI catchers deployed in public spaces passively exact data from nearby smartphones. This links a citizen's physical location directly to their digital identities and social media account. And that's what the mark of the beast is going to be used for too, man. You're going to be constantly tracked, traced, watched, monitored. They showed you that in the movie Minority Report. Remember when you had the Chinese guy's eyes? As soon as he walked into the mall, it scanned him. And they knew all about his past visits to the mall and even those khakis that he was eyeing the last time he came into the store, man. This is what this devil was implementing, you know? But it's going to be more in wickedness and more nefarious than what they show you on the movies, you know? It's going to be complete and utter hell and oppression. Look, the digital footprint, because real name registration is legally required for SIM cards, messaging apps like WeChat and banking, the state can instantly track financial transactions, flight/trains bookings, hotel stays, and online privacy chat history. You ain't no escaping. You ain't gonna be no. You ain't gonna, like Elder Yashawamba say. There ain't gonna be no wiggling around in this man's New World Order. There ain't gonna be no making money on the side, no side hustles. All you stripper hoes, you ain't gonna be able to make money on the pole. You hookers ain't gonna be able to sell box for money in this man's New World Order, man. Everything is gonna be tracked and traced. Everything that you buy, you know, programmable money, man. Your access to interacting within the world is going to be totally in their control, man. And if they deem you unfit to operate that day, guess what? They're going to lock you in your house. They're going to put a parameter to where you can't do anything outside of your house, man. You try to leave the house and try to get into one of those smart vehicles. As soon as you put your thumbprint or when it scans you, you're going to be denied access right off the rip. You know, they're going to tell you, try to get on that train, so-and-so, they're going to broadcast your face all over the city saying that you're a bad boy. You're a bad citizen. It's going to be like that episode of Black Mirror. Anybody seen associated with this person, even your social credit score is going to drop. So when people see you out there trying to do shit, hey, they're going to drop a dime on you, man. And then on top of that, when they drop a dime that this bad citizen is out here trying to access this, they're going to get a social credit score boost or some type of reward for snitching on your ass, man. Pure hell, man. All right, brother, got Isaiah 14 and 4 through 5. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Right, because this devil, you know, his whole agenda is going to go up in smoke. But this is what he's trying to do, technologically, become God, man. What else? Oh, look at this. Predictive policing. Police departments use AI models to analyze these fused data streams. If a citizen acts outside their normal routine, such as traveling to a politically sensitive area, or basically if you're going to go protest, they're going to be able to get you before you even get to the fucking protest, man. And they're going to send out an AI drone, or they're going to send out those humanoid robots to go over there and beat your ass, man. They're already going to know where you're going. You ain't going to be able to lie and say, oh, I'm going to my grandmother's house. Nigga, they're going to pull up. Your grandmother lives 22 miles in the opposite direction. Get your ass. They're going to bop you in the head and throw you in the back of the paddy wagon, man. You see? It says, if citizens act outside of their normal routine, you see, this is what all this phone and data and tracking is doing right now. Hey, even right now, they know all of our daily routines. I remember a month ago, my old phone, one day I was getting ready to go to work, and the phone just came out of nowhere saying that, oh, we already know where you're going. It's going to take you 22 minutes to get to work. And it had my job, the address, exactly where I was going at that exact same time, man. So these devils are already implementing this shit on us. It just hasn't been like fully regulated to where it's just they're violating all the rules and breaking laws and telling you that they're doing this shit, but they're already doing it any goddamn way. Yep. To the side of hell, to the pit. It says, that belongs to widows and orphans. Oh, it's lucky. Yep. It says the system flags them as suspicious to trigger preemptive intervention. Who's gonna come? The humanoid robots, man. They're gonna come and get your monkey ass, man, and put you back in place. So it says, Western media often frames China's surveillance as a singular sci-fi citizen score that blocks misbehaving individuals from society, in which Klaus Schwab said that's the model. They love it. And that's what's coming here, man. You see? Look at this. No unified Black Mirror score. There is no singular national score assigned to every individual. Not yet. You see, and they're trying to pass this off as sci-fi and as conspiracy, but we know better through the spirit that this is what these devils are trying to do, man. Hey, we are not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. You see, we know what this man is up to, and we've been out here blowing the trumpet and warning you, man. You see? And don't think for one second that this is going to bring you any type of relief or peace. This is going to be pure hell, man. You know? That's why we keep telling you, Jakes, that all roads are going to lead to the MOTB. You know? And what are you Jakes going to do in that time? A lot of you Jakes are going to bend the knee. A lot of you Jakes are going to take that mark of the beast. Because why? You're going to want some type of comfort. And like I was saying earlier, I believe this devil is going to, he's not going to make you just getting, you know, the MOTB just an easy thing. He's going to make you sweat. He's going to make you suffer before you get it, man. All right? A lot of people are going to be, some people are going to have it and others are not going to have access. But you're going to be begging and fighting for access when the famine and the fear and all hell really grips on you people, and you're going to be looking for a solution, and you people are going to be breaking each other's neck to get that MOTB in the time that's coming. You see? And we've been telling you, Jakes, and warning you about this at all times, man. You know? And we're going to continue to warn, you know? Let me see something. Let me get a couple more and I'm going to close it. Yep, so what you Jakes going to do in that day, man? You better get right. Hey, because all these things that I was reading, all these different systems are all going to lead eventually to the MOTB, man. So let me get that. Then I guess I'll close it. All right, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, which we know that the beast is the Roman Empire, but this is the modern day Roman Empire, you know? Just how you got to worship this modern day image through the holidays, through the days of the week, through the so-called holidays, you know what I mean? The unholy days, the holidays, you know, the whole government system, the Republican, the Democrat, how you vote, how you do all that things. This is all part of the system, but now we're in this more technological modern Roman Empire. And now they're getting ready to roll out this new system that you're going to have to bow down and worship. All of this technology, man. You know, this digital ID that they're getting ready to roll out, you know? These brain chip interfaces, this heavy deep surveillance things, that's all part of the revamped, accelerated version and system of this beast you're gonna have to worship, man. Like Keir Starmer just said, like King Charles just said the other day, and they're getting ready to roll out the biometric ID. And if you want to work in our society, you're gonna have to have this shit, man. And you're gonna have to worship it and bow down to it, man. You see? Yep, they're rolling out Bill Gates digital IDs, and they're telling you anybody that doesn't want to get it, you're going to be basically isolated from society, man. What else is in here? Yeah, that was pretty much it on that one. These devils ain't playing, man. You know, these devils are not playing. This is not a game. This is not for play, man. You know, these devils are coming full speed ahead, and you're going to have to worship this new system, man. This is why they had that movie from Obama, Leave the World Behind, man. Oh, look at this. Look, see? Silicon Valley CEO warns humans who refuse brain chips will not survive coming human-AI merger, man. You see? Because ultimately you need to be hijacked and have these things in order for them to be able to surveil you and to allow you access into their system, to be able to buy and sell, to be tracked, traced, and monitored within the system, man. It's not a game, man. You see? See that, man? And like I said, it's only a matter of time before this same sentiment, this same shit is going to come here to America, probably when Trump comes back from China, man. Yep, look, EU declares non-compliant citizens who reject Bill Gates' digital ID will be banned from the internet. And that's just the beginning of it. You'll be banned from the internet, but eventually you'll be banned from getting a bank account, from boarding a train, from filing your taxes, from buying or selling, man. Brother got another one, Isaiah 31 in the GNT. Those who go to Egypt for help are doomed. That's right. They are relying on Egypt's vast military strength, horses, chariots, and soldiers, but they do not rely on the Lord, the holy power of Israel. or ask for help. Yeah, but now that this modern day Egypt is coming now with this instead of the chariots and all that shit, you're gonna be trusting in this technology, man. BCIs, merging yourself with technology. Like I just read, hey, if you don't comply, you're going to be shut off from the internet, and that's only going to eventually be broadened from not only the internet, but eventually from operating within society, from buying and selling, from having a bank account, from being able to get medical attention, from all aspects of society. You're going to be killed, which I'm going to read it, and I'm going to close it after that. It says, that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Like I just read, if you don't comply to Bill Gates' digital ID, you're not going to be able to have access to the internet. And having access to the internet is a vital part of everybody's everyday lives, man. You know, hey, we don't need the internet, but you need the internet. You know, if you shop online, you need the internet. You know, if you want to buy airlines, everything is done online pretty much. You need the internet, man. So that's just a starting point. It's only going to progress and get faster and faster, and eventually to being in society is going to be gazed off of whether you have your bio ID, and you got to be compliant. You got to be you got to eventually worship it, man. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, which is the charagma, the microchip, man. And that brain chip interface is just another part of it, but eventually, hey, that's going to be mandatory too. You see, and that no man might buy or sell. You see, he just told you if you don't have Bill Gates' digital ID, you're banned from the internet. Hey, and do not you buy on the internet? Cannot you sell on the internet? So these devils are showing you where everything is going. But like I said, the digital ID is not the mark of the beast. Let's get that clear. So some of us are going to have to get our biometrics up to date. You're going to have to give them your eye scan, your retina scan, in order to, function for the time being. But we know when they tell you to put that charagma in your right hand or in your forehead, that all bets are off, man. That's when we're going to have to totally detach from this society, and our faith is going to have to be in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. That's when we're going to have to be those pilgrims out here on the earth, man. And putting all of our faith and our trust and our ability to live and to eat and to survive in the names of Yahweh Shem Shai, who will come through for us, man. All right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Right. And what do you got in that 666? That Chi Psi stigma, man. You see? Which is what? Ultimately, that MOTB, the mark of the beast. The implantable microchip, man. You know that we've been warning at nauseum and warning you, Jake, about it over and over and over again. Which, when that comes, man, that's going to be the time to where we're going to have to totally detach from this society, man. All right? Let me get this real quick. Let me see. I don't really get that. But yeah, man, but at the end of the day, hey, this is what's coming, man. And like I said, if you get the opportunity, read up on the Chinese system and how they're operating and what that Chinese shit is really all about, man. You know, the social credit system. You know? And what these things all entail and how all roads are going to eventually lead to the MOTV. And understand, these devils ain't playing about that whole digital ID shit, man. We already told you about over there, I think it was in Thailand or somewhere over there in Asia, how they got rid of those 80 million bank accounts that didn't have their biometrics linked to those bank accounts. They just completely shut them and closed them out, man. You see? How much, you don't think they're going to do that here? They are going to do that here, man. They already showed you a glimpse of it during the COVID. Because if you didn't have your shots records, if you didn't have proof of injection, they weren't allowing you to go into restaurants. They weren't allowing you to go outside of the city, man. You see how much more now that these devils have already had that test run, and now they know a lot more. And now they're going to be just more draconian with it and bring it to the forefront, man. So that's going to be that. Hey, the water for coming, brother. But I'm going to face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shad, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. A peace and blessing be multiplied on you, brethren, that's teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. Lord willing, this is edifying. The water brother for the precepts for coming through. And Lord willing, I'll be out here next week. Shalom.